So here we are with Zelda with the Rapier. The audio didn't come out on my first narration, so I had to do this all again. So the Rapier is a very quick hitting weapon, and it makes Zelda really, really fast. She trots along about the speed of Link, maybe a little slower, but she's really fast. Her strong attack there fills up those 3 energy orbs in the upper left-hand corner, and those power all of her combos. So if you look, this orb of light, it consumed one of the orbs in the corner, and all of her combos have 2 variations, one that uses orbs and one that doesn't. So that was the second strong attack combo, and that was light arrows. And here's the third, which is this back forth thing, and then a barrage of light arrows. And then her fourth is going to be a giant triangle on the ground, giant triforce on the ground. And now we're going to be looking at her other combos. But at the end of every combo string she does with her light attacks, you can do this little sword flip thing just by continuing your button mashing. And it gives you an orb. So you don't always have to use the strong attack to get your orbs built up with Zelda with the Rapier. So you can keep dishing out the damage and the pain without having to worry too much about keeping your orbs up. And now we're doing all the attacks, going through all the attacks without the charges. And they're mostly about hitting directly in front of her. You may have noticed that she's the opposite of Link in that she is very much about hitting targets in front of her. And that doesn't make her bad at clearing out trash mobs. But she will definitely have a better time against smaller groups of targets or single targets. So we're going to jump right into a quest here. After spinning the camera around her a bit. I had this random quest on my map that had heart pieces for Zelda. A heart piece and a heart container for Zelda, so that's what we're going to do. And as you can see, I'm starting out with the trash mobs as usual. I'm doing my little swirl twirly things to build up my charges. And it should be pretty obvious that she is going to have trouble with groups right off the bat. But she's not terrible at taking out groups. Single targets are definitely more her thing. And that's her weak point smash, which is triple light arrows. It does hit a fan in front of you, I believe. I don't really know if there's a huge difference between all the weak point smashes. But, hers seems like it's one of the better ones. I think they all pretty much hit the same area directly in front of the character. So we're going to have to take out some bomb shoes, which she is absolutely fantastic at. Both in chasing them down and actually when they're standing still. She's a very, very quick attacker. So that makes her great at chasing things. I mean, her fast run helps too. So here's our second bomb shoe, and I didn't even notice this was my keep when I was doing this. And we're using her light arrows mostly to clear the bosses away from me while I take out the bomb shoe. And we're going to be using the triangle on the ground. You're going to see that used a lot because it just takes out trash very, very quickly. The other thing that works really well, which I actually discovered after this playthrough, was that the light arrow barrage she does, her third strong combo attack, you can actually turn her during it. So turning her means you can aim it better. So if you cut your way through a group of mobs, you can actually turn around and drop arrows back on them. Because Zelda's always moving forward with this, with her attacks. Which is something of note with the Rapier. She always takes steps forward. So we're blowing up yep, blowing up a Dark Nut and comboing them. Next bomb shoe, and this one's going to be keeping up with it really well with these, it's almost her whole combo, getting to that, like, dash attack. Oh, and there's Wizaro ruining my day. He does that. But I don't let him get me down, and I go after the bomb shoe anyway. Wizaro, a lot of times... Well, not just Wizaro, but a lot of attacks, I'm sort of in the habit of attempting to just dodge them. I rarely, if ever, block anything in this game, so... What I generally try to do is dodge as many attacks as possible. It just seems like it gives you a much better advantage than guarding. So I just try to dodge, and it results in me doing a lot of techs. So you'll see like an attack come in, and then your character will do a backflip. Well, they just got hit by an attack, and you're immediately teching it. So I do believe I'm cutting my way back to Wizaro to take him out. But I want to get these dark nuts out of the way. I believe they're strong versus dark is the dark nuts thing. Predictably enough, given their name. Some enemies are stronger or weaker. Well, at least stronger versus certain elements. Like, Moblins are strong versus fire. So if you're using a character with a fire attack, it will take a little bit more to bring them down. I don't remember if I mentioned that in the video where I used the Link's Fire Rod. So yeah, more triangles. Gotta get to that A rank level. And it's me loot whoring while chasing down a raid captain. I specifically waited for it too, and I had to go and run back and get it. Yep, here's Wizaro. Giant jerk. I've had trouble with him pretty much since the beginning. So whenever I encounter him in a fight, I do whatever I can to take him down as quick as possible. He's not really that hard. And you can get, like, right there... Well, yeah, right there I do get the weak point smash on him. His weak point smashes are pretty easy to get. Oop, there's a bomb shoe. But, yeah, he's always given me problems. And I think it's mostly from the trauma of getting Zelda's second level baton. Which is just a really hard fight. And I'm probably going to make a video dedicated to it. Just to show the strategy I used to get through it. Because you got to fight two armies and a horde of unique guys, including several fiery Aeroflos and Volga and Wizaro, and then you gotta finish it off with Girahim, all while getting your 1200 KOs under 15 minutes and under 4000 damage. It's very, very rough. Yeah, and I'll note, I'm not afraid of using specials against mobs, especially with Zelda, because you definitely want stuff that can dish out the pain to as many things as possible when you're surrounded like this and you gotta clear out a keep. And I'm mostly clearing out the ads so my soldiers can handle it a little better. I think I mentioned it in one of the Link videos, but if you take out a general, you can mostly leave the... I almost said, if you take out a general, you can generally. But, anyways... If you take out a commander, you can generally leave the fodder to your guys. But the main reason I took them out there is there were just so many of them, and I need the kills. I absolutely need the kills. So I'm actually running back in to take out more guys. Yep, there's me doing a little aiming with that. I actually didn't really discover how powerful that was until after this one, because I'm going for Zelda's 3rd level Rapier, and that's a really, really insane fight. And I was really trying to abuse that as much as possible to rack up the A rank kills to finish the level off. So another keep, more and more and more triangles on the ground. Of course, there I'm doing the arrow rain. Keep boss is easy peasy. And here's the heart piece. Oh, I should have kept that secret. Oops. Spoiler alert. this may be a Harpies. Is it a Harpies? Was I right? I was! It's almost like I played this level and saw this video one whole time through before. Oh look, some raid captains. Yeah, raid captains I generally give priority to if I catch them, because left unchecked, they will take keeps. They're really quick and easy kills, but they will take keeps. And also, I was a little confused there, because I think I killed one of them sort of to the side of me with the light arrow. So special attacks, I think the enemies that are lit up, and I'm checking the time, 7 minutes, we're good. The enemies that are lit up, I believe, take the full brunt of whatever the special is, but the special attacks tend to hit more than just what is shown. So, I believe the light arrow caught the other raid captain to the side of me there and just tugged them along for the ride. Yep. More light X's as well. I believe with the way light damage works, the Triforce is probably the strongest hit for large groups, because it hits so many small times that you'll get the light damage buff, or light damage... how should I put this? Light elemental damage bonus, I guess you would say. So we're close. We're almost there. Oh, I should probably note as well in this video, I'm not worried about gold Skulltulas right now, so I'm just skipping most of them. The Skulltulas, I did all that in Ocarina of Time, and I'm carrying the wounds of having to do all that in the Ocarina of Time, and I don't really want to do it again. But I am probably going to do it again because of the rewards maps you get for unlocking the illustrations. Which makes me think about how much stuff they actually put in this game. And I mean, I know a lot of it is repetitive grinding like this, but I mean, the adventure mode map is one map, and it looks like each pack might be getting a map. Don't quote me on that. But, like, the Master Quest had its own pack. The Master Quest pack had its own map, which is pretty awesome. And I mean, I'm really digging what they're doing with this game right now with the DLC, and even what they did without it. I like that legend mode is just the tip of the iceberg, and you get like the dozen or so characters, and it's like when the story's done with Saya, it goes to Ganondorf, and you play like a whole second campaign. I mean, that's normal for Dynasty games, but I did like that they did it with this. Same thing with getting like Saya's scenario added in with the DLC, and I hope they keep doing that. And I do hope that the Twilight pack and all the other packs have their own overworld maps that you can go through. So I bypassed that outpost captain because I just really, really want to kill off Saya. Yeah, I was actually worried about my time here, because 10 minutes, it's not cutting it close, but an accident may happen, so you don't want to lose all that work. Yeah, and I was cutting the grass up looking for magic, and right now I'm actually running around her den, her keep, looking for a magic pot, because I wanted to focus Spirit to hurry this along. But I don't find one, so we're good. We're just gonna take her out a slightly more legitimate, less scrubby, less abusive way. I mean, still doing that though. I should have aimed those backwards. Yeah, Saya's little 4 links do the upward spin slash thing is a really good move she has. Saya's probably getting a video quicker than the other characters. Because yeah, we had Link, and now we're doing Zelda's, and then we're going to do Impa and Ganondorf. And I think I'm going to do Ruto and Saya after that, and then if anyone gives me a request, I'll probably go to them, except for Skyward Sword characters. And then we'll just go through the characters however enjoyable I find them, I guess. But yeah, I do find Saya and Ruto quite fun. I just want to get the big four out of the way. Link, Zelda, Impa, Ganon. So here's our heart container. Our reward for the quest. A rank reward. If you get the treasure chest for the character you're going for the A rank with, you'll know you got it if you get the treasure chest animation. Again, I don't remember if I mentioned that in the Link video. So that was Zelda with the Rapier. Up next, Zelda with the Baton.